Welcome to She's in the Weeds.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Hollis.
We're best friends exploring the intersection of pop culture and the female experience.
Be sure to follow us on socials and subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode.
And if you love us, give us that 5-star review.
Nailed it.
I think it's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And we're back.
We're here again, and we're both wearing denim to sit and do a podcast, which
Yeah.
denim is not... people who wear jeans for comfort, I don't get that.
I mean, unless they're jeggings. But no, that's a denim. So
No.
yeah, and these have 4 buttons as a fly, which is really not great.
That's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very intense.
I feel like men wear jeans for comfort, though. I feel like when my husband wants to be comfortable, he puts on jeans and a t-shirt. Are they not as uncomfortable for men?
I mean, I'm sure they're baggier, so I'm probably.
Yeah.
But also, I remember my brother growing up refused to wear jeans.
Yeah.
He only wore sweatpants exclusively. It was not until like junior high that he started wearing jeans.
Yeah.
It was, once he got into like a certain school age, it was like, all right, you gotta put some pants on.
Yeah, you have to wear.
But I respect the hell out of that. He was just like, why would I wear jeans?
Why would
I wear
jeans?
anything but sweatpants?
Right.
It's obviously the most comfortable pant.
Exactly. I totally feel that. Leggings and sweatpants are definitely where it's at.
And now they're kind of socially acceptable.
Oh, for
as
sure.
Just everyday wear.
Like a nice lounge sweatsuit. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
With like a cute tennis shoe, put a little
Right.
jewelry on.
It's
You're good to
considered,
go.
like streetwear.
That's
now,
an
kind
outfit.
of. Yeah, it's a fit.
That's a look.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're paying top dollar for them these days too.
Right. I know. There's this brand Boys Lie.
Mm-hmm.
I like a lot of their stuff, but it's so expensive for
Yeah.
sweatpants.
But I will say, when I have spent money on good sweatpants,
I know it's worth it.
They do. I know it.
I know. It really is.
Because they do last forever.
Yeah.
I have a pair of sweatpants from Madewell that I have worn for like 7 years almost.
Yeah, I know. Because that's the thing. Like, I have some cheaper ones that are cute and like look good, but yeah, they lose their shape is the problem after so many washes and stuff. But yeah. Well, we'll see how far we get in our sitting in our denim.
Yeah, I'm already uncomfortable. So.
Yeah, I know. Me too. It's
These
like
are a little taut.
I
too.
already have camel toe. So.
I'm already
The denim
putting off
camel toe.
circulation to my midriff, but I might have to undo this top button actually.
Do it. This is a safe space here.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Yeah. I'll cut it out of the clips. Unlike our very first clip of all time where Hollis left my belly roll.
Okay, I have a
In
belly
the
roll.
shot.
I have a belly roll every single shot. What are you talking about?
Nuh-uh.
Yes, I do.
Mine was bare.
What's
Mine was bare.
I know we're
I had a crop top on.
but we talk about this every day. Your body is beautiful exactly how it is.
I know.
Belly rolls are hot.
Yeah. That's
We all
fine.
got them. Flaunt them if you got them.
Especially when we're sitting.
It wasn't even a roll. It was skin. You've told me that recently where I was like, oh, look at this. You're like, it's just skin.
It was just skin. But I mean, just because you say roll doesn't necessarily. It was rolling.
Yeah.
It may have just been skin, but it was tubular.
Yeah.
In shape.
I know. Well, I edited that video and didn't even notice it.
I know.
so-
And I honestly didn't notice it the first time I watched it. But then
Yeah.
the second time I was like, what is that? Oh my God! It's my belly roll.
Yeah, I know. I'm
man.
just not really a crop top girly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're adorable.
wear 'em?
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
It has to be like, it's like one day out of the month I can get away with a crop top, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my body changes like week
Oh,
to week.
please. Yes. This is the anthem of our lives as
Yeah.
women. The body is different. The body could be different an hour after I put the outfit on.
Right. If I eat an oyster cracker,
Yeah.
body's going to
It's
be looking
different.
different. I know. We talk about this all the time, packing. Like, it must be so fun to be a guy and just bring like an appropriate amount of clothes for a
Right.
trip, like the right number of outfits you're going to wear. But it's, I cannot
No.
know what I'm
It's
going
not
to want
realistic.
to feel comfortable wearing.
Right.
Like, I have to bring 3 outfits.
Of course.
3 options.
For each
Do
day.
I feel good in my body? Do I feel a little bit larger than normal?
Right.
Am I tired?
Right.
Like, is this am I wanting to look cute? And am I
am I
confident
going to
where I'm at?
wash my hair, or am I going to have
Yeah.
to pull it up?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. It must be nice to be able to just decide, this is what I'm going to wear this day. This is what I'm going to wear
Yeah.
this day. And put it in a bag and go.
I will say, though, I have heard from many men that they also do this, which is pack 20 pairs of underwear.
That's on my list of behavioral diseases.
No, it isn't.
Yes. I always pack at least twice the amount of underwear that I need for a trip.
Me too.
And never one time
Have
have
you ever-
I shit my pants on a vacation and needed to change my underwear. So I don't know what that's about.
And I think that really is why men do this, because they're like, well, blowout's going to happen at
You
any
can't
time.
trust a fart.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know what mine's about. I mean, I guess shitting my pants, but, or if I'm just like, what if I get like really sweaty and I just like need to change my
Yeah,
underwear?
yeah. That, yes, because swamp ass is a thing.
And you know, different outfits call for different kinds of underwear.
That's true.
So then
Yeah.
I have to bring like, well,
I need a thong
any
for
pant,
this.
I might have to
need-
bring 3
well,
options.
yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
Yeah, but I do definitely. I bring double. Like I'm.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
same. Yeah.
So anyway,
You
yeah, that was
never
on my list.
Know what could happen, people.
That's right. You got to be prepared for any situation.
That's right. Words to live by.
Yes. One thing I did want to mention, because we talked about this recently, and I just don't know if anyone's picked up on it, and maybe you all have, and that's great, or maybe you haven't, so I'm just going to tell you. We recently had a meeting with the photographer who's going to do the shoot for our cover art, and she was asking a little bit about the podcast, and the She's in the Weeds title, I know we talked about it when we first changed the title and rebranded, and, you know, we said it's She's in the Weeds because we're going to be getting in the weeds and getting deep about like certain topics, and they typically pertain to the female experience. So that's why it's She's in the Weeds. But there's a double entendre there too, because it's also the fact that we as women, like the collective she, we are in the weeds of the patriarchy, and we're constantly trying to dig ourselves out.
Yes.
And so I didn't know if anyone, that was intentional when we named the podcast. So we didn't really mention that the first time, and maybe it's not obvious. So I just wanted to put it out there that there's a double meaning happening there.
Love it. Yeah, it's true. And I feel like it's such a good meaning.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, because women really are in the weeds with everything.
That's
all the
right.
time.
That's right.
Being moms, being professionals, being just human beings.
Yeah. So we needed you to like fully understand how kick-ass the title really is. So
And just wait for our new branding to drop.
yes, it's
also gonna be
exciting.
kick-ass.
I think we've decided on a date later in October for the shoot. So that should be out in the next couple months. The new cover art and the new logo. Hollis has been hard at work. It looks great so far. So yeah,
We're getting legit.
we are getting so legit.
You're not going to have to look at that hideous.
She's very
profile
concerned
picture
that you're all
anymore.
judging us by the current logo.
Now everybody's going to be looking at it. Fuck.
Yeah, now you've drawn attention to it. Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you know how you mentioned you had a near-death experience?
No. Yes, but like you had one?
I had one, and it was our worst nightmare / near-death experience. I almost fell on the treadmill yesterday.
Oh my god, no.
So I'm doing this.
This relates very well to our weeds topic as well.
I'm doing this couch to 5K run thing with a friend of mine from work. So it's like an app you get that like trains you to like progress running to like prepare for a 5K. We're not really doing a 5K. We're just doing it for fun.
Right.
So we meet once a week and run.
Oh, I thought you were actually doing a 5K.
I mean, you never know.
You never know where this is going to take us.
I have been doing it more and been like, maybe I should just do a fucking 5K.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
I'm doing all this work.
Yeah.
Might as well. So I might just do it.
I'll do it with you.
Would you?
Yeah,
'Cause,
absolutely.
I mean, before I started doing this running thing and like just working out more regularly in general, I couldn't run for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Without just being like, nope, I'm miserable. I'm done.
Yeah.
But now I can actually kind of do it.
Yeah.
I mean, a 5K would still be a little bit of a challenge
Yeah.
at this point, but I feel like I could after this app.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm
Anyway,
digressing.
Sidebar. Yeah.
So my friend and I run once a week, and then you're supposed to do it 3 times a week. And so I just tack that onto the end of my workout the other 2 times. So I run on the treadmill. And yeah, I was doing the jog because it's like walk, jog timed thing. And I was doing the jog part and I was trying to go faster than I normally do. And I just like scuffed my shoe. And there was a girl next to me on the treadmill and a girl next to me on the Stairmaster. And I went, And I caught myself, thank God.
Oh,
but it
my God.
scared
Hell yeah.
the shit out of me. And I mean, I couldn't really recover.
No.
I mean, I did. I finished it, but I was just like, do I have to stop? What if I do it again and I actually fall? And it was just, I mean, and the gym was full.
Of
Students are
course.
back, so it's just, my gym is full of just like young college bros too. Oh, that would have been the end of me.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
could never show my face there again.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No. Well, I'm glad you caught yourself.
Yeah, and also it just made me realize how badly I would have hurt myself if you fall on a treadmill. Like you could really
Because it'll just shoot
bruise
you right
your-
off the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could have been bad. So yikes spikes for sure. I'm so glad that didn't happen. I'm gonna try not to let it prevent me from getting back on the horse. Oh boy,
I mean, the moral of the story is that we're both
don't
lucky.
work out. No.
Don't work out, and we're both lucky to be here, honestly. So, and lucky for you guys that we're still here
Honestly.
recording this podcast for you to listen to.
Yeah, you
'Cause
could have nothing.
We
to
could have
listen
crossed over to the other side.
We could have passed away.
That's right.
Oh Lord.
Oh, so one thing that we also forgot to mention after our rager of a weekend is that we finally found a mall.
Oh yeah.
They exist still. After our last two failed attempts to go to malls that were completely post-apocalyptic and it was basically, you know, The Walking Dead, we finally found a mall that was alive and bustling, and there were stores and good restaurants and the nail spa. There was an Auntie Anne's.
Oh yeah, there
The
has to
food
be an
court was
Auntie Anne's.
busy.
Yeah,
was great.
It was like 1999.
Yeah.
I walked in, I was like, "Whoa!"
It was
time warp.
wonderful.
I can't believe this exists.
Yeah, so it still exists. The Greenwood Park Mall is happening.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you need a
makes
mall
sense. You got to
experience-
go a little rural to get a good mall. Still,
Yeah.
I feel like because that's where they're thriving.
Yeah.
I feel
Like rural suburby,
yeah,
maybe. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
ours
not like
certainly
rural,
isn't. Yeah.
but,
Ours
you
is
know.
not thriving. That's
I
for
don't
sure.
understand why ours doesn't though. It doesn't make any sense.
You would
to
think
me.
being in a college town that the college kids would need to go to the mall.
I know, or that there would be like plenty of money to be spent there.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they're just like, no, malls are
I think, yeah.
so 1999.
Yeah. I think they're just buying everything online, I guess.
Yeah,
But
that's
what
true.
happens when you need a going out top, like to right now?
Right. Or what happens when you need a very large poster from 2007? Or you need beads to hang. Remember, there's
Oh
always
my
like
God.
that. Like not head shops, but always like the
Oh my
like
God.
Indian Middle
Yeah.
Eastern
Yeah,
stuff.
Nirvana.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Or what if you need a novelty sock with curse words on it?
That's right.
You're not going to have a Spencer's Gifts?
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I think they go
what
to
the kids are doing.
Target, which is in the mall.
Yeah.
But that's it.
I mean, that's pretty much what I do. Just go to Target.
Yeah. I mean, I still like to walk. They have the Southern style boutique in this mall is fabulous.
Oh.
I have bought several pieces from there. It's woman owned, and yeah, I recommend
check
if you're
that out.
local, check it out. Southern style
Check it out.
in the mall. The other thing I need to mention is last episode, your gripe was to the tendony pieces in chicken, and I was scrolling TikTok the other day, and this woman was like, "Here's how I remove the tendons in chicken."
Oh, I think I've seen that where she just like
Just
zips it right
fork.
out.
Yeah, with a fork.
Yeah, I have seen that. Maybe I should try that.
You never know.
Maybe I should quit bitching when there's obvious solutions all over the internet.
You
that I
just
could
got to
be
get on.
taking advantage
You just
of.
got to get on TikTok to find
Yeah.
the solutions.
Yeah, I gotta get on the talk, I guess.
But yeah, I thought I saw it and I was like, "Oh, Hollis,
Oh, I love that. That's what made you think of me.
of course." What are we spilling?
Okay, so I finally watched Freaky Friday, and I must say, it was a banger of a movie.
Yes,
I thoroughly enjoyed it. And also, the songs were
the
bangers.
songs are
Lindsay
ragers.
Lohan
Yeah.
was really good at acting musician, I thought.
Yes.
At the end. I was like, man,
Yeah.
she's really rocking it out.
Yeah.
And it did. It made me so nostalgic for the teenage Lindsay Lohan days.
I know.
Oh, man. Jamie Lee Curtis was great. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a really good flick.
It's good. It's definitely has stood the test of time.
Yeah.
It was very good. I enjoyed rewatching it. Yeah, we're going to go see it next week. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of watching things. So, have you seen or heard the buzz about this show, The Summer I Turned Pretty?
Yes. I mean, I've heard about it. I don't really know what the current buzz is.
Well, the new season started, and there's just
okay.
been a lot of buzz about the new season, and it's definitely a show that like came across my desk, and I was like, I am not gonna like this. I don't like shows like that usually, like the more
trailer-
soapy. You know what I mean?
The trailer was very clown.
Yeah. So I've been ignoring it because it came out. This is the third or fourth season, so it came out in like
wow.
2021, 2022. So I finally caved. I needed a show, and I was like, all right, everybody is talking about this show. Let me just try it. It's good.
Is it?
Yes, I like it. I watched the first episode, and you're just like immediately invested in the characters.
Yeah.
And it's just the right amount of cheesy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, now I'm in.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
it's good to have. I mean, you know, I like to think I have like good taste in movies and stuff, but I like a lot of cheesy stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need something that's like enjoyable.
Yeah.
That has an okay story. That's just like, you know.
Absolutely. Not everything has to be profound.
Yeah, exactly.
We've
talked
said that
about
before. I
this.
was afraid it was going to be like too teeny bopper. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I just don't really get down with that. And it is a little bit, but there's enough like adult storyline and stuff too that has enough drama and just the right amount of cheese.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you
I'm
know,
enjoying
I think
it.
that's probably why like I enjoyed watching Freaky Friday, even though I'm a 37-year-old woman. Is that like it? Sometimes watching stuff like that, nostalgia, I guess, is what it is.
Yeah.
But it just like harkens back to that age. Where you were
Yes.
like, you know what? Even though I can't relate to this at this age,
Right.
I still get it. And
Yes,
I still
of
love
course.
The, like, drama
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, one thing we do need to talk about. Have you watched the new Orange County? Or you don't have to watch the new one. Gretchen's outfit in one of the confessionals is so insane.
The
You know which
purple?
one I'm talking about?
Oh,
The
the
pink?
bows?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, it's not even the dress. I kind of like the dress in a weird kitschy way. Like, would I ever wear it? Probably not. But it's fun and funky. It's the hair and the whole getup.
Yeah.
Is just every time it comes up, I laugh. I'm just like, she looks insane. She's really leaned into like televangelist look.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
she's always perfectly
Yes.
put together, and like it's, you know, I hate to hate on style just because it's not my style.
Right.
If it's executed well, you know, like, and it always is. Like,
Yeah.
she's always
She's doing the
perfectly-
most.
But it is wow, it's such a strong look.
Yeah.
And it really is. And even like the shots of their house, like they did a exterior shot of their house, and I was like, yeah, televangelist lives there. Like
Yeah.
the whole thing is like perfectly curated, and they, you know,
Yeah.
they are very religious. Which
Yeah,
is fine, but
I don't remember that from before.
no, I think maybe
So
it's a recent.
I don't know if it's like a
evolution.
recent thing,
but
but
her style has definitely evolved into that too. I just find it so. I'm not hating on it. I just find it so kind of hilarious and interesting. Like,
well, it reminds me
The
too
look
a
she's
little
serving.
bit of Alexis in those early
yes.
seasons.
Is it Tammy Faye Baker? It reminds me of her. She was a evangelical like star in like
Yeah.
I think in the 80s, and yeah, kind of coined that look.
Yeah, she's always kind of
She's always had a beauty queen look.
yes,
You know,
but it's
like, but it's-
definitely
It's growing.
it's amped
evolving.
up.
Yeah.
for sure.
Which, hey, lean all the way in. Why
Yeah.
not?
Why
Like, I
not?
support it. That's your look.
It
and
is
you're
kind of
sticking to
interesting
it.
because like I don't get the religious stuff from Slade, and maybe
No.
we just haven't seen enough of him yet.
You will in this new
I will.
coming up episode. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah. Because that definitely wasn't his MO before.
No, and yeah, I wonder when they like leaned into that and when it
Yeah.
kind of like became a thing.
Well,
Who knows?
you know, lots of people find religion
Yeah.
later in life. You know, that's not like that.
And yeah, I know. I mean, Tamara did. Remember when she got baptized?
Yeah, remember when she was religious for that season? Now she's autistic, so, you know. It's
Oh my God. Speaking of autistic, this is what I thought you were going to bring up, which I cannot with Shane.
Shane.
Emily's husband?
Oh, I know.
Talking
God.
about
yeah.
how he parents his sons different from his daughters, and he's
Yeah.
more sensitive with his daughters and with his son who's in the process of being diagnosed as autistic, has an eating disorder, and he's on television saying he parents his sons differently and they just need to suck it up.
Yeah, he's probably going to regret that.
Oh
after
my God.
watching
I
it.
feel so bad for Emily and how he's treating her like she's making all this big deal about it for no reason and there's nothing we can do about it, and just
Yeah, I thought the way he was talking to her was worse.
Horrible.
I was just like, oh man. Like, all she wants you to do is just
she
like,
needs support.
yeah, she just wants you to be like, I understand. I hear you. I see you. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
And also to just say, this is hard.
yeah.
And we're doing everything we can and you're doing a good job.
yeah.
And I'm going to be here for you through all of it and we're going to get through it together.
Right.
And he did the absolute opposite. He abandoned her completely emotionally.
Yeah. Just like textbook, what you shouldn't do in that situation.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I
I felt like
mean,
when she like put her head in her hands and started crying, I was just like, oh my God,
I
that must be so
know.
hard.
And then when he said something to the tune of, you don't know how difficult you are sometimes. Oh my God, Shane, now is
Yeah.
not the time. Like,
no. And yeah, maybe she is difficult, but like, if there's anything to be difficult, it's about the care you're giving your kid who's struggling. Like,
right. I know. I couldn't believe it. I was like, my jaw was on the floor.
yeah, that was a tough one.
It was really tough to get through that scene.
Yeah.
So I really hope he shapes up.
He better shape up.
I would be like, this is not acceptable because, and listen, I don't have a child with special needs and like, I don't even know if that's technically the term you're supposed to say anymore, but I would imagine that path is a difficult one and that you need all the support you can get, both from whatever resources you have available to you and your child, but also from your family and friends. And like,
Yeah.
this isn't something that's just going to go away. This is forever.
Yeah.
And if he's acting like that, no way, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I do think, you know, when married couples go through that, caring for a child with special needs, I think it brings to light differences that you maybe didn't realize you had.
Yes.
And like how we each react and behave in this situation, because we've never had to approach it before.
Right.
And like, how do you mediate that?
Yeah.
You know, and that's,
For sure.
I mean, they could have been working together as a married couple perfectly. And then this
Yeah.
is like, you know, and yeah.
And just having, but also just like having that different of a philosophy on parenting too, because, you know, the autism diagnosis and eating disorder aside, just him saying that he basically intentionally parents his girls and boys differently, and that being more sensitive with the girls and, you know, the boys need to be tough. Like, that's just so
What was-
outdated.
what
Like,
was-
I don't.
Yeah, it's very antiquated. What was
Yeah.
surprising to me, though, is that it's one thing to be like, I make the realization, and I know it's maybe not the best thing. And I think that's a very typical thing. You probably learned that from his parents.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, it was his just blase attitudes towards it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I do this, whatever.
Right, that's what I'm
Instead-
saying.
and
It
not
wasn't
like-
so much of a confession of this is something I know I do and like I'm working on it. It was more of like,
Yeah, I do this.
I do this.
Right.
And listen, I'm not saying that you don't have to parent boys and girls differently. I have 2 girls. I'm sure that you do. You have to parent every child differently because
Yeah.
every child is different. And you use different styles of parenting, different approaches for different kids. But to just generalize like that that's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I hope that gets worked out.
Yeah, I know. For her sake.
I know.
Mostly.
And then just watching her get, you know, like, should I even be here doing this when I have a child who's in crisis? Like, you know, and that must be really hard because it is her livelihood. It is how, you know, they afford their lifestyle. It's not the same as someone just like going on a girl's trip to go on a girl's trip. It's her job.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. I feel badly for them and I hope that they can
Yeah.
work through it. And anyway, we'll see.
sure.
We'll see how it goes. Okay. Do we want to get into, I really only have one other one besides the underwear one.
Oh, that's okay. I
So-
can bring up mine. Okay, so this segment, We're talking about behavioral diseases. So I feel like we talk about this in conversation all the time. Like, this is a thing that I do all the time. I can't stop.
Right.
It is a disease. They're funny. They're lighthearted mostly. You know, just like the underwear thing. Like, I don't know why I do this. I don't know where it came from, but I can't and won't stop.
I won't stop. And, you know, we were discussing, this came up on our Rager weekend. And this is where the idea to talk about on the podcast came from. But we were also, as we were talking about it, is this like everything else in the world where these are not unique experiences and like everyone does this? So we'll be interested to see what the feedback is from you guys.
Okay.
You start.
Okay, well, my first one.
You're going to start with the one that sparked it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My first one is a new disease that apparently I have, which I just turn into a completely different person when I'm in an Uber. When I'm talking,
I did not know her in this Uber. I had never met her before.
and I was sober completely.
Oh yeah, we were sober.
We were going to our first destination. It was a little bit longer of a drive. We were talking to our Uber driver who was from New York and had driven taxis there. So, and he was very chatty. So we were just talking. And he was talking about one of his friends who he had made, who was super wealthy. He was like, and this guy owns a golf course. And I was like, oh, that's a good friend to have. I was like, do you golf? He was like, no, but, you know, I'll go and pretend. I was like, well, you should just ride in the golf cart and drink. That's what I do.
This woman has never been to a golf course in her life.
Never stepped foot on a golf course.
I'm just over here like, I'm sorry, what?
I've never even whacked a ball before.
No.
One time, actually, in 6th grade, they took us to a driving range for gym class. Last time, I've touched turf with my feet. But I was telling this guy exactly what he should do on the golf course. Like, I'm part of a country club. Like, I grew up whacking balls. Oh, my God. It was so absurd. And then what else did I say? Oh, then I was a basketball
I remember.
I was a basketball expert.
Expert in basketball. Now, she has at least seen a basketball game, but she's definitely a yay sports watcher.
I'm definitely, I just want everyone to have a good time.
Yeah.
Watcher.
Yeah. And he was talking about Steph Curry, and she goes on this rant about how Steph Curry changed the game with his 3-point shooting. And I'm looking at her out of the corner like, what? Is she? Not that she's wrong, but it was just like, does she even know who Steph Curry is? Could she name the team he plays for? I have no idea.
The Warriors, thank you.
But it was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, he changed his game with his 3-pointers. Now everybody's sinking threes like it's their job. And I was like, where did that come from? Oh, just shape-shifting the back seat.
Oh,
Two
man.
Totally different people.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I was on one.
And then there was definitely a moment where she was really asking the hard-hitting questions.
This one is embarrassing.
This one was later in the evening. We were definitely a little bit under the influence. And we had a very nice Uber driver from Haiti. And I don't remember exactly the whole conversation story, but at one point it kind of went quiet. And like that would have been a perfect time to just cease conversation and just
talking
chill.
all together.
And Hollis is like, so do you miss Haiti?
Well, it started because he was playing Haitian music on the radio. And I was like, oh, what's this? Where's this music from? And he's like, oh, Haiti, I'm from Haiti. I was like, oh, right on, cool. End of that. And then I was like, do you miss it? And he was just like, well, you know, my family's here. So you could tell he was just like, oh, what a stupid fucking question.
Or just like, it's not just like a one-word answer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's more of a complex answer.
I'm sure he's probably like, why is this white girl asking me that if I miss Haiti at 3 a.m? Like, God. But he was very nice.
He was very nice. They were all very nice, but it was just pretty hilarious. I mean, she was either talking about stuff she knows nothing about, like she's an expert, or she was interviewing these people. She like became Diane Sawyer.
I think the true disease is my inability to allow dead air.
Yeah.
I just can't. I feel like I have to fill the silence,
Yeah.
especially in a car. And I guess I want to make them feel like, I don't know, included or something in the car ride, or like, oh God.
Uber driver, you matter too.
We see you. We hear you. You are seen and recognized.
We'd love to hear your story.
Oh my God.
About your time in Haiti.
Good
And then
Lord.
I'd like to know if you missed that
Just
time in Haiti.
Just like slap me across the face next time.
I mean, it was very
It's probably very
enjoyable for
entertaining
me.
for you,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. That first one was a real banger. I was just like, wow, here we go. I'm surprised you didn't start talking about crypto when he said the guy was wealthy. I was just like,
Oh my
man.
god. Oh,
Anyway.
Lord. My other one of my other ones also takes place in a vehicle.
Oh, yes.
Especially as a passenger.
Is this one that I do too?
Yeah. Or like I have to read signs out loud. We pass by a sign. Oh, Conference Technologies. Boats. We got boats at Ted's Aquamarine. Just,
yeah.
everything we pass, and the people in the car with you really don't enjoy it.
Depends on the person because we love it. We both do it and we love it.
That's
so
true.
if you don't like it, I mean, I think that says more about you, but
If you have the disease, you love it.
yeah.
I had
you,
an ex-boyfriend who really hated it.
Oh, which one?
Eric.
He didn't like it?
He hated
He
it.
can kick rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. Some people are capable of just tuning it out, too.
That's what my husband does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like he doesn't
He
doesn't even
hear
look
it,
up
doesn't
from whatever
even
he's
register.
yeah, no.
It's like, oh, she's just babbling to herself
Yeah.
again.
I do it when I'm driving too. Which I don't know what that says about me.
I
but
do it by myself.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, let me see what my other one was besides. Oh, see, my other one is kind of toxic and sad, and I do feel like this is not a unique experience, but especially now that I've become a parent, I cannot stop following and reading tragic stories that involve children.
Yeah.
I cannot stop. And then I'll just be sitting there sobbing. And then every single thing that comes out about it, I'm like,
Yeah. It's like,
and it's like, just stop.
yeah.
And now because I do it, it's in my algorithm. So it's showing them
so you're
to me all
getting
the
fed all
time.
this horrible shit.
Oh my God,
Oh,
you guys.
no.
It's exhausting. I
Yeah,
have to
that's
stop.
Not good. That's not good
I have
for
to
your
stop.
mental health.
Yeah.
But
And I didn't, you know what's funny is I didn't do that before I was a parent.
yeah.
Which makes
Well, 'cause
even
it-
less sense.
No, it does. It makes perfect sense because, like, a part of your body, a heart has opened up that
No,
is
I
more
know.
sensitive.
I know, but it's also like, it's more sensitive. So I'm like sobbing.
Yeah.
I should be just tuning it out now because I'm a parent.
Right.
Like not that people's stories don't deserve to be heard, but like why am I doing this to myself?
Well, because even if it's because we like to feel, even if
I
the
know.
feeling is sadness.
I need to feel something.
Yeah.
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 I don't
No,
feel
it's
things when
true.
celebrities die.
Right.
But I will read every headline about a 4-year-old that has passed away tragically and I will sob.
yourself to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's very true. That, like,
Oh my
we
gosh.
just need to feel something.
Oh my God. It's
So, and it's
horrible.
like sometimes it feels really good to cry, and if you can't cry, typically, like maybe that's your body being like, we need to cry.
could be.
We need to release some shit.
Yeah.
So,
Could be.
Not to like,
I'm kind of a crier.
not
though.
to
I don't-
analyze you. Yeah,
It
we're-
depends.
We're
but I'm
criers.
kind of a crier.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on the situation, but I'm definitely not a crier. Not
Yeah.
somebody who's like, oh, I never cry. I'm
You're
gonna
not
cry.
like a blubberer, but you're like an appropriate crier. I
Yeah.
feel like, yeah.
Yeah.
My other one that's kind of funny is you have this one also. We have a lot of diseases in common.
Of course we do.
Is mirror face. I'm pretty sure this is one everyone has,
Yes.
but I feel like you clocked mine first. It was one of our like early friendship call outs. You were like, you do this. I can't do it if I'm not in front of a mirror. You do this. Every time you look in the mirror. I was like, no, I don't. What are you talking about? No, I don't. But you have one too. I was like, ah!
What's mine?
You have a
I
mirror
don't
face
remember.
too.
Yeah. Like, why do we do that? Because we are literally never making those faces in the wild.
I know.
Like,
because that's how we look the best.
I know, but it's not ever what we look like.
Because it's like make your face skinny and your cheekbones high is basically what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Oh man, and
Ugh.
it's every girl. We all know every girl has one because that's all the selfies are the
Dudes
face.
have it too.
Yeah.
I've seen. My brother has a great one.
Does he?
Yeah.
I don't remember his.
He just has a whole like.
Oh well, yeah, I've seen him doing this before. He likes to talk to himself and really, yeah,
But oh no, I think guys have it too.
for sure. I'm sure they do.
Oh my god, doing your mirror face was really funny.
Okay, that's all I had on diseases.
I have one more that I feel like is noteworthy. I call it mockingbird syndrome, which is a phrase I have coined myself. But like, if I hear a noise, especially not always just noises, but mostly words that people say, and it sounds good, I have to repeat it. I must say it out loud. And people think I'm mocking them sometimes, and I'm not. I just love the way it sounds, and I have to repeat it.
Yeah.
It gets me in trouble sometimes because people are like, are you making fun of me? And I'm like, no, I just like the way it sounds.
Yeah, that is one that you do. That's a quirky one. And here's the thing. Here we are talking about all these diseases, and Hollis wouldn't let me say she was quirky on her dating app profile.
I mean, quirky, it's just not a cute word. You don't want to be quirky.
That's a quirk.
That is a quirk, but it's not like it's not a terrible one.
No, it's not. I think that you are misrepresenting the word quirk.
Yeah, I think it
you're
is
adding
negative.
too much of a negative connotation. Yeah.
I just went, oh, she's quirky. I feel like I picture quirky. I picture Miss Frizzle.
But Miss Frizzle's great.
I know, but nobody wants to fuck Miss Frizzle. Well, that's
I bet
not
they
true.
do.
I bet lots of people do.
I bet they do. You'd be surprised. There's somebody for everybody, Hollis.
Oh my god! I bet there's a whole Reddit thread about.
Oh, I'm
wanting to
sure
fuck
of
Miss
it.
Frizzle.
She's got the
But, you
teacher
know.
thing going on.
Yeah, and she's got that bus, that shaggin' wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Miss Frizzle was pretty banging, actually.
Yeah, she was
cute.
hot.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Corky isn't so bad.
Yeah, for
Maybe
sure.
Picture is like Corky's like. I don't know.
I
Like,
picture
don't take you
Amanda Bynes
seriously.
from the Amanda Show.
Oh yeah.
Quirky.
Okay, you could be hot and quirky.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got used to get that one a lot, that I look like Amanda Bynes.
Oh yeah, I could see it.
Yeah. Did you ever watch that documentary about Nickelodeon? That was a good one. Quiet on Set.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
I mean, is there anything in life that hasn't just like fucked everybody up?
no.
No, nothing. Nothing from our childhood is sacred.
No. Absolutely not. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really messed up times.
If they come out with an expose on Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, I am going to lose my mind.
Forgot about that show. Or Xena, the Warrior Princess. I feel like I used to watch those at the same time. It was like, I watched one and then the other one was on.
Yeah. We were Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, Murder, She Wrote, 60 Minutes.
Murder, She Wrote. So good.
You know, you can watch them all now. And for a while there, I was doing like a deep dive on Murder, She Wrote.
It
watching
was
old
so
episodes.
good. And Angela Lansbury singing Tale as Old as Time,
Yeah.
like, still gives me chills.
Jessica Fletcher is like my fake name. If I ever need to use a fake name, I always
Is
use
it?
Jessica Fletcher.
Nice.
It's a great name.
It is a great name. Absolutely. Good nice. I gotta stop saying good nice on the podcast.
That's
Nobody knows what
another
it means.
disease.
That's another disease. Yes, where I say good nice and nobody knows what it means. Okay. Shall we move
That was all mine. Yeah.
into our weeds topic? Because
Yeah.
we need to,
There's a lot to unpack.
This is kind of on the heels of our last episode when we were talking about fat phobia and stuff a little bit with the TikTok moms, which also, real quick, circle back to that. I'll make it quick. But the other thing that we didn't discuss with that, which I meant to, was like, I'm very curious to see how different the comment sections would be if it was a man, a dad,
Yeah.
doing that. You know what I mean?
Oh, it would not be nearly as
No.
it would not. That's another thing is like there's layers here
Yes.
of I don't
Yes.
know what the word
Fat
is.
phobia,
Yeah,
misogyny, like
yeah.
this is a literal disease that we
Yeah.
have as women, especially moms. The mom shaming has got to stop. I do not understand it. I don't know why when we all are in this experience together, while they're not all the same, this is the hardest job we do. Why make it harder?
Yeah.
Just be supportive. If somebody's really doing something horrible, like, okay, maybe. But like, just either be supportive. It's very much, if you don't have anything nice to say, then just don't say anything and move on.
And
Because it is so crazy.
And I will give you your flowers because you truly practice what you preach in that realm. I have never, ever heard you say a critical thing of another mom. And if it's the complete opposite. I've never seen you be anything but super supportive, giving people the benefit of the doubt, and even defending people in conversations where, you know, other people are kind of leaning that way.
Yeah.
So,
I
Good for
don't
you for
understand
setting
it.
that
Thank
example.
you. I just struggle with it so much. I don't understand it. It's motherhood is so joyful, but it's so hard. And why make it harder and like steal what joy this person might be? Like, I just don't understand it. It just doesn't make sense to me. And men aren't out there doing that to each other. Men are not. There's no dad shaming. No. It doesn't exist.
Anytime that their kids are like, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Like they're giving each other high fives. And
yes.
And the same thing. Women do the same thing. Like, oh my God, he's watching his kid.
Yes.
There's
amazing. No dad shaming coming from other dads. And there's no dad. I mean, I shouldn't say there's no dad shaming coming from women. There is, I think, a culture of finally bringing to light that women tend to be the primary caregivers of children and that the majority of the mental / invisible load of parenting falls on the woman or the primary caregiver, which happens to be a woman most of the time. There is some light being shed on that. And people are starting to talk about that and how there are some men who need to step up to the plate more. And so, but it's not happening in the same way. It's not so much shaming as it is women speaking out for themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's definitely not people just being like, well, look at this fucking badass and feeding his kid a hot dog.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No,
like, it's not.
No one would ever utter those words about a man.
No.
As a parent.
No. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on that quickly because we did not last time. And that was a big part of what I was thinking about too when I was consuming that content. So anyway,
we're talking about the documentary 3-part episode series about The Biggest Loser that came out on Netflix.
Yes.
Did you ever watch The Biggest Loser? 'Cause
yes.
I have never seen an episode.
Yes, I watched it.
I remember it being on, but I never watched it. So
yeah.
It was interesting for me because I learned I was a gasp.
Yeah.
Is it a gasp or a gape? A gasp.
Either.
Those both? Those are both phrases,
They're both,
right?
Yeah, I think so.
I was often a gape, my mouth, and I was very often a gasp at the shit that went on in that show.
Yeah.
I mean, insane.
Yeah. I did watch it. I wasn't like a diehard, like watching every season or anything, but I definitely watched some episodes here or there. And I remember watching, I don't remember what I mostly remember are like the weigh-ins and the exercises. I don't remember the like temptation challenges.
Oh yeah. The weird fucked up games.
Those were horrendous. So if you're unfamiliar, this was a show that went for like 17 seasons.
I know, that was another thing. I was like, whoa. Because at first I was like, well, this is a different time, but 17 years.
I
That's
think
a long
I
span.
think it was maybe multiple seasons a year.
Yeah, that's
so
probably
it
right,
didn't
yeah.
like it didn't actually span a full 17 years, but probably a decade.
Yeah, a decade probably for sure.
And it's a show where they had contestants go on and compete to lose weight, and it was a competition show, and there was a cash prize for the winner who lost the most weight. And there were 2 trainers, Jillian Michaels and Bob Harper, who were both like celebrity trainers, fitness people at the time. There was a doctor that they had on staff. And all the people except for Jillian Michaels, well, not all of them, but the Bob Harper came on to do the documentary, so he was interviewed. Two of the
that guy's thirsty for any time in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was
about it.
all on board.
Jillian Michaels declined to do it. 2 of the producers did it, and then former contestants. One of the things that was really surprising to me is, and I don't know how this works when you're making a documentary, but obviously the overall tone of the documentary is not great. It doesn't paint the show in a good light. So I was surprised that they had these 2 producers that agreed to do it. And maybe they don't know what the edit's going to be like.
Yeah.
Because there were a couple of instances where I do feel like they felt a little caught out, where they were kind of like, well, but they did seem to be
in defense of the show.
In defense of the show, yes, but also they answered all the questions. So, yeah, I'm curious as to I wonder what they knew going in about what the direction of and who knows, maybe the producers of the documentary, the director, maybe they don't even know until it's fully done. But
or maybe they did and they were just like, I mean, they've all been through so many lawsuits at this point.
Yeah.
They're probably just like, whatever, we're standing by what we did.
Yeah.
We kind of have to at this point.
Yeah.
The only one that seemed regretful or remorseful or, was the doctor.
Yes.
And I think he felt it was so interesting. Like, he did it the entire time, the doctor.
Yeah.
Even though he mentioned there were many points where he was questioning
Mm-hmm.
and almost quit.
Yeah.
So it begs the question of like, well, why didn't you?
Right.
You
I know. And I do think he thought he was, staying on for the safety of the contestants. Like, he felt like that was the least he could do.
Yeah. I think a lot of them, even still to this day, think that show they were doing good.
Yes. And that's, yeah. And it's wild because they did say at the very end, and this was crazy. This is what Bob Harper said at the very end. He said, at the end of the day, we were just trying to shed light on a nationwide epidemic that was happening. And it's like, no, sir, you were not.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that like obesity is not an issue, but that's not what the show was trying to do. It was exploiting these people, and any positive influence that the show had on them was completely negated by the fact that they were exploiting them, and they made it this competition.
They made it a spectacle.
They made it a spectacle,
of these people.
absolutely. And they were making fun of them when we were talking about the challenges that they made them do. And they made these people like go into a room with all this food and like move the food around with their mouths. And at one point there was a challenge of like leaving them in a room by themselves with food for 5 minutes. And there was some kind of incentive to eat the food and see how much you could eat in 5 minutes.
I remember that part. It didn't make sense to me. I was like, wait, why are they incentivizing eating more? It was very confusing.
It was something to do with like some kind of incentive they were going to get later in the competition. And there was a former contestant that they interviewed, and she had so many insightful things to say. And what she had to say about that was that the message that was being sent like with that particular challenge was that fat people cannot be trusted around food, and that particular challenge was designed to make you draw conclusions about a person's character based on what you see them eat on camera in a 5-minute period.
Yeah.
And I
think that was Aubrey Gordon, who's actually the host of I don't think she was on the show.
Was she not?
I don't think so. No, but she's the host of this podcast, Maintenance Phase, which is excellent podcast. Yeah, she's incredibly smart.
She was so eloquent. And that goes back to what we've talked about with like attaching morality to food.
Yeah.
That's what that whole challenge was about, was attaching morality to what you're seeing this person do in this challenge, and it's an attack on their character. And another thing she said that are the truest words that anyone has ever spoken, she said, nothing you ever do in your entire life will be celebrated as much as getting thin.
Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, just strike me right to the ground.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, she also, one of the phrases she said that I wrote down too was, once you're fat, I'm allowed to treat you however I want.
Yeah.
Which is the mentality that everyone has.
And she said that in response to how I wrote that down too, is how Jillian Michaels treated the contestants.
Yeah.
And you
Not
guys,
like you aren't a person anymore because you're fat, because you chose to get fat on your own.
right.
Which is a moral failing. And now I can berate you and abuse you.
Yeah.
You're going to watch it for entertainment.
Yes.
And like that's the thing that I thought was really eye-opening, is that how hypocritical a lot of these people who were on the show, their statements were about how we were doing something good for these people. We're shining a light on, this epidemic. But they also each noted earlier in the documentary that this show was about entertainment.
Yeah.
And that they are trying to provide the best form of entertainment they can, which is why everything had to be heightened and everything had to be extremes. Like, that is the priority of the show, first and foremost.
Yeah, and
they're
to exploit them and make a profit off of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like all this BS about like we were trying to help people. Like, all right,
this is not how you help
secondary,
people.
Tertiary at best.
Yeah.
if that's even the case.
And if anything, like most of these people, more damage was done in the end than anyone was helped. And in the beginning of the documentary, there's a contestant who they had to do it was like a challenge to become a contestant. They take these people who are overweight, don't work out, to a beach to make them run a mile in the sand, on the beach, in the heat, with it just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they've never, I mean, that is so dangerous. And you guys, this woman died.
She didn't die.
She was dead. She was legally dead. You don't remember that part?
Oh, I guess I don't remember.
So she was like legally dead for a few minutes and was in the hospital for like a week or something.
Yeah, it was very serious.
It was
I
very
remember that
serious.
She died for a short amount of time.
Yeah, I think that's what she said.
Yeah, that's.
And she ended up still doing the competition, but like there was no safety protocol happening. You cannot, that would be hard for me, and I'm in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The thought that you can just put these people in these extreme conditions with no regard for safety or no second thought. They had these people working out 8 to 12 hours a day to lose this extreme amount of weight. They were keeping them at like 800 calories. And then they're just releasing them back into the world with no aftercare.
Yeah, I mean, they did say, too, that the goal was, can these people train at the intensity of
A
pro
professional athlete, yeah.
And will that help?
Yeah.
And that's why they brought in this doctor who was a doctor to professional athletes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. The whole doctor thing was even kind of like, I'm sure he like cared at some degree, but it also just felt like, well, we have to have a doctor.
Yeah.
We're not going to listen to
Very
what he
much
says.
so. Yeah, very much so.
It's just like, okay, sure. Glad he's here to be ignored.
Yeah.
If he is saying anything, but yeah. And you know, I was also surprised too how many of the contestants though had positive things to say at the end.
There were a few.
And how many of them were like, you know, but because one of the things is that like it messed up their metabolic rates.
Yes, their metabolisms were completely wrecked.
Yeah, and you know, like long lasting damages, and you know, that they realized that months later.
Yeah.
And they were experiencing real health conditions as a result of this. And how many of them were like, well, but my metabolism was probably
already
ruined.
messed up.
My metabolic rate was awful. Even it was all my fault. And just how permeated people are with self-hatred and fat shaming, even of themselves. That like even after all this, they're like, well, it really was a great opportunity. I was kind of surprised how many people were like, oh,
I don't know. I felt like it was pretty split. I feel like there was the sisters or the twins were really the only ones who came off as like grateful for it.
Yeah.
They said it was the best thing that ever happened to them, yada yada. The woman who died, quote unquote, and then, you know, was taken to the hospital and then ended up doing the show, she said it was almost impossible to say whether or not she would do it again.
Yeah.
She was very back and forth, I feel like she knows it really wasn't good, but at the same time, like it did kind of put her on a different path. The one guy who gained everything back, he seemed pretty like it wasn't a good situation for him. Yeah, I felt like people were pretty on the fence, really.
Yeah, which I mean, honestly, from a documentarian standpoint, I guess that's a good thing because they're showing every side.
Right.
It wasn't so biased that everybody was just like, this is the worst thing that ever happened to me. Because I thought it was a good documentary.
Yeah, it
because
was.
of that like they gave an honest, you know, telling of what happened from these people's perspective. I was just kind of surprised to hear some of the remarks.
Yeah.
You know, which I guess, I don't know, maybe that's a healthier way to be. That like, hey, you know, I'm not just going to, you know, blame this show for all the things that didn't work out. But
well, and it's not like they didn't know they were going on a television show, a competition reality television show. So there is that aspect. Like, you're not just signing up for a weight loss program.
Yeah, I just feel like in hindsight, we've learned, you know, that decade, I feel like we didn't think about fat shaming like we do now.
No.
And I think now, it's like most things. We've come to terms and realized a lot more. We have a different perspective now.
Yeah. And I'm sure, too, even though they know they're signing up for a show, like, you don't know what it's going to be like. I'm sure they didn't know they were going to be humiliated in those challenges like that. And just the fact that there was no aftercare is insane. And that one producer, you know, he's when he was asked about that, he said, yeah, it's too bad that we couldn't provide aftercare for them. But
Couldn't provide.
yeah, I know. He's like, at the end of the day, it's a television show with a television production budget, and there's not just endless amounts of money.
Exactly. More proof that it's not about helping these people.
No, exactly. It's not. And, of course, they're showing that kind of in tandem with all of these, like, branding deals that they got where they're selling all this merch and, like, supplements, So the show was making money for sure. And I don't know enough about all of that. I'm sure shows are very expensive to produce,
Yeah.
So maybe there wasn't enough money for something like that. I don't know. But again, yes, it's just another added layer of the focus wasn't the health of these people.
No. I mean, the show made millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So that they didn't have the budget is BS. They just didn't make the budget for it.
Right.
I thought, too, I think the reason Jillian Michaels wasn't in the documentary, I don't know this for sure, this is my speculation, is that I think she quit the show after that one contestant came out and was obviously had lost an unusual and kind of alarming amount of weight.
Yes.
And that's when I think people started to, like, on the internet have a little backlash. And,
yes.
Like, really starting to realize, like, oh,
Rachel
maybe this show's
something.
really messed up.
Yeah.
And she pulled out of the show.
Yeah.
So I wonder how she feels about
the
it
show
now.
The
I wonder what she has to say.
Yeah, I don't. The
about
show
it now.
ended after that.
Did it end?
Yeah, and so did she quit before that?
Well, I think she said. I think I remember them saying, like,
She was
this is why I'm
there at the
pulling out of the
reveal.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it was, after, and it was kind of strange because they have this shot of her and Bob standing there, and she walks out, and they're both like. But
Yeah.
I don't understand how the show works because do they leave and then they continue to lose weight? Like, haven't they been watching her? Don't they know what the end result is?
Yeah, I
before
wasn't
the
sure what
reveal?
that was either. I don't.
Because they both looked aghast. I was
Yeah.
like, how did they not? How were they surprised?
Yeah, I'm not sure on that either. Like maybe,
Like, did
maybe,
they leave for 6 weeks and like
maybe
Yeah.
it must be
right?
because they did look like they hadn't seen her
yeah, and
super recently.
I was shocked at their reaction,
Yeah.
but yeah, and that's when people started to be like, wow, maybe this isn't what we should be,
Yeah.
showing our daughters, blah blah blah. And I think she remarked, that's why I'm pulling out of the show.
Yeah.
And maybe it ended after that. But
Yeah, and then there was the whole like caffeine pill thing.
yeah.
And I guess Jillian Michaels was giving the contestants caffeine pills because she said it was healthier to take a caffeine supplement than it was to drink endless cups of coffee because they were all trying to sustain 8 to 12 hours in the gym. And that was the other part of it too. It wasn't just the challenges that were humiliating. It was the trainers in the gym with them constantly barking and screaming at them. People were falling off of treadmills, puking. I mean, just the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And yeah, just a very militant style boot camp yelling at them. Like, yeah.
It's hard to like see the clips now and be like, people watched this?
I know.
At any point, and we're just like, yeah, this is great, entertaining.
I know.
I mean, I guess it's kinda
People
what we
love
were
a
talking-
transformation though.
Yeah, and people do love train wrecks. I
Yeah.
mean, and
Yeah.
people love to make fun of fat people.
I
so-
know. And there was a woman that was interviewed in the documentary who she was the only one that said anything about the title. But I remember early on I think it was the first episode where she said, after being there for however long, and she's like, and we did some of the challenges and we're kind of getting into it. She's like, I started to really kind of understand the title, The Biggest Loser. Like she started to see it more as a double entendre,
Yeah, like
you
we're
know,
calling you a loser.
yeah. And she was the one who came forward about the caffeine pills, and she was disappointed about how the media took that and spun it into that they were distributing drugs, and then like narcotics had to get involved, and that was a whole thing. And
Right. Like not what she wanted to come out of.
right
Reporting it,
exactly. So yeah, there was a lot of mistreatment of these people, and there was one point where the contestant wanted to have an attorney look over the contract, and they were basically like, oh, I mean, you can, but we have 17 other people in line waiting, basically saying you're going to lose your spot if you take time to have an attorney look at this. The safety and health of the contestants was never a priority.
No, absolutely not.
And we put these people on TV to make fun of them, to exploit them, and we were okay with it. Everyone was okay with it.
I know. I feel like one person remarked at the end, like, I feel like this, with a few tweaks, this show could actually...
It was that producer. Is it the producer or was it Bob?
Or maybe it was a contestant saying, like, with a few tweaks, I feel like this show could be something positive. Like this.
Yeah,
sort of
I remember,
show, like
but now I can't remember who said it.
I wonder, could it? And I just feel like, no. I
no,
don't think
not
it
as a competition show. No. Now, if you wanted to do a reality show where you're just following people on a healthy weight loss journey, okay.
Yeah.
But when you make it a competition with a cash prize, no.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, that's what it was. It was the producer, because he said if I were to do it again, I would take away the cash prize and I would say the prize is worth saving your life. That's what he said.
That's still fucked up.
No, that's still not it. It's still a competition. It's still exploitive. Absolutely not.
And it's just like, you're not saving our lives. Bob
No.
Harper had a massive heart attack.
Yeah.
Another thing was just like, just being thin doesn't make you
healthy. Yeah.
And they were selling
fit.
them this fallacy that
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you just work out like a maniac, your life's all your problems are gonna be fixed.
Yeah.
Your husband won't leave you. He'll stop cheating on you.
Yeah.
You know, like, and not that I think these people were hoping for that on their own.
Yeah.
But I think that's the fallacy we sell all fat people, is that like, hey, if you just got thin, your life would be
you would
so much
have no
better. People would
problems.
respect you.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything would be okay.
Yeah, I know. And on top of all of that, even if they were trying to help people, it didn't work. When you go back to your regular life, you can't work out 8 hours a day.
Right.
And their metabolisms were wrecked. So even if they stuck to a good plan, it's still, so yeah, there was nothing that was really positive about it. And from what I can gather.
I think I forgot to mention this earlier, like the editing of the show, just because I feel like that was the part that stuck out to me as the most insane, was when they made the camera shake.
Yes. Like,
oh my God.
Like the person was causing an earthquake.
Insane. And I mean, if that is, I mean, beyond exploitative.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
What a joke.
Yeah. Horrible. Yeah.
I don't know. How you would watch the show back and just be like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that this is what they turned this into.
Yeah. Because again, yes, they knew it was a television show. They knew it was a competition, but they didn't know that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, not one of our best, America. Not one of our best.
But
so anyway, it was a very well done documentary, though. I definitely recommend it.
And I recommend Aubrey Gordon if you want to read anything she's written. She's super smart. She's a really good writer.
Oh, is that the person I liked?
Yeah.
I just missed it. Her little talking head title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they do the little title or whatever.
Third, yeah.
I must have just missed it and then I just assumed she was a contestant. There were a lot of contestants. I mean, 17 seasons and however many. And that was the other part of it too, is that as the show got popular and continued on, they wanted bigger and bigger people. Yeah. Because they wanted it to be like more and more extreme and like, it's just crazy. Because that was another situation where they wanted this woman to be a contestant, but they wanted her to gain more weight first.
Right. Yeah. Insane.
Which then it's just like, you are not helping anyone.
Right, exactly.
So, anywho.
Well, that's our take on the Biggest Loser documentary.
Yeah.
Do we have a takeaway?
I mean,
Be nice to everybody.
Yeah, I think the takeaway is, you can't treat people like shit just because they're fat.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I mean, we talked about that on the last episode, and, that's kind of the sentiment from this documentary too, is it doesn't make people less than, and you can't treat them as such. And we really do have a problem with that hierarchy in this country, and also that this is a very American problem. It really is. You wouldn't have been able to have this show in any other country, I don't think.
I don't know about that.
No?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think people are fat phobic everywhere. I think it's just,
no, I mean I don't mean people aren't fat phobic other places. I just don't think there's enough
Oh, well, yeah, that's
morbidly obese people.
Yeah,
I mean,
in other
this,
countries,
yeah,
too.
it's a very American problem.
Yes, yeah, I
unfortunately.
see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
agreed.
So, anyway, it is. I mean, it's not that they didn't have valid points about health issues related to obesity and how that all ties into our food systems and accessibility, and all of that is valid. And of course, there are certain health concerns, but the takeaway is just that they weren't helping anyone.
Yeah.
Nobody was helped. Not a single person was helped while making this film.
Right.
So, oh boy.
All right. Well, should we grape and gripe?
Yeah. My gripe is going to children not understanding that a different shape of pasta does not taste different. That's a really tough one. When you make
Yeah.
something that you normally make with penne, but you got rigatoni
Mom, I don't like rigatoni.
and they won't eat it. It's a simple one, but it's a frustrating
That's a
one.
good one. That is a good one.
It's the same recipe. No, it's not. It's different. It tastes different. No, it doesn't. It's just a different shape. Eat it.
That's a good one. My gripe goes out to delivery driver knocks. If you're a delivery driver, you do not need to knock like the cops. Okay, just leave the
Yeah,
package.
what's that knock called?
Dun, 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 dun. I don't
Oh,
know what
no.
they call it.
What's that one called that goes?
Dun, dun. Oh, I didn't know it had a name.
Yeah, it's got a name. Keep going. I'll look it up.
Weed whackers. Put in the comments if you know what that's called. No, it was just like, God, the other day, this has happened to me a couple times recently, where it's like I'm just sitting on the couch and bah, 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 and I lose my mind. My dog loses her mind. It's just like, all right, like I get you're trying to notify us, but you can just knock normal and leave the package. Like, also, we get notifications when the packages arrive. So, like,
Right.
there's really no
Why
need
do they
for a
knock at all?
I
Yeah.
know. It's just
I
like,
don't know
yeah,
why they
can
knock
stop.
at all. Yeah. I hear you. My grape is going to the Land Before Time movies.
Oh, that's a grape one.
My grape and gripe are child related, clearly. In particular with the Land Before Time, whoever scored that movie, it is so fabulous and just like really pulls at the
Oh,
heartstrings.
scored like the music.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is wonderful.
Oh, man.
I mean, the lead-in music, the song going out of the movie, I mean, it is wonderful. It's just so great. And there's like 20 of them.
Yeah, I had no idea they were still making them.
They're still making them. Well, they may not be now. I don't know. But there is literally like 17 or 18 of them, I think. And if you are not familiar with all of them, Littlefoot does have a dad. He makes an appearance in like the 11th one or something. So yeah,
Littlefoot.
Littlefoot. Petrie and Ducky are my favorite. I absolutely love Petrie and Ducky.
Petrie's-
They're fabulous.
That's adorable.
I found a Ducky toy in something when I want to say around the time we had our first child. It was like this little rubber, almost puppet Ducky. And I was like, oh my God, this is Ducky from Land Before Time. Then we had a garage sale a few years later and we're like setting some stuff up and I see Littlefoot and Sarah. And I was like, what? I was like, you had these all along too? I was like, we're not selling those. I was like, get out of town. So I gathered them up and I was like, what are these from? They were giveaways with Pizza Hut pizzas. When you would order a pizza, you would get one.
Oh,
And
no
it was
way.
like promoting the movie when
Oh,
it came
that's-
out.
That's awesome.
So then, of course, I went on eBay and I got Petrie and Sharptooth.
Nice.
So I have them all. And Spike. And I'm obsessed.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Do they live somewhere in your house?
Yeah. The
Nice.
kids play with them.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
So anyway, if you are old enough to remember that, Pizza Hut delivered pizzas with the promotional toys. And yeah, they're out there. You can find them. But anyway, if you haven't watched it in a long time, I highly recommend it. The first one's fantastic, but there's a million of them, and they're just
Delightful.
good. They're delightful, and you don't have to worry about like weird content.
Right? You don't
It's
have
just
to like
it's just
pre-watch.
innocent and
It's just
easy.
good.
Yeah, throw it on.
Mr. Rogers approved.
Exactly.
My grape goes out to open window weather.
Oh yes,
I did.
we
have
are here, baby.
Yes. I did have to close mine at like 4 o'clock because it was getting
A little warm.
a little stuffy and my dog was panting. I guess I can say my dog's name. Sookie was panting and I could tell she was hot. And I didn't want us schwitzing on the pod, but they were open all day and it just felt absolutely
wonderful.
fabulous.
Yeah.
The smell of fall is coming in the air. You know, when you like, I had my first moment yesterday when I was stepping outside of work where there were leaves on the ground and the light was just right and it smelled good. And I was like, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's almost here.
Winter is
The
coming.
first taste. Autumn is coming.
Yeah.
So
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait for sweaters and
I know.
leaves and fires and bourbon and football.
you know, I'm going up to Indianapolis tomorrow and I think I'm going to stop at Trader Joe's and get all the
All the
fall
snacks.
snacks and the candles.
Yes.
I know you don't do scents, but
I do
I make
some
an
scents.
exception
I just don't
in
do
the fall.
candles. I do when we have company though.
yeah,
Like, because I'm creating a vibe when I'm hosting.
absolutely.
And the candles are part of the vibe.
Yes.
I like the ambiance more than I like the smell.
yeah, and that's the
because
thing.
the smell it will start to get to
Yeah,
me
and
after a while.
And that's what I thought when you first told me you were didn't do candles, was because
I'm
that
pretty
scents are
sensitive
really-
to yeah.
Well, then you did a bunch of research that like scents are the most toxic things.
Yes,
we have
they
in there
are.
and everything.
They
But
are.
yeah, I used to like
Parfum.
Yeah, I used to light just plain wax candles just for that.
Oh,
Like
just for the ambiance.
And then you told
yeah.
me Kurt said that, and I was like, well, fuck. Am I just still poisoning myself? But
Yeah, I don't
mean,
know.
people live by candlelight for centuries, so
They didn't live as long as us, but
okay.
they had
Damn.
like cholera and the plague
Dysentery.
and stuff. Yeah, shooting themselves in the foot on the Oregon
Just
Trail.
general infections. just a general.
No
infection.
antibiotics.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yes, we're very excited for fall around here. I have 2 fantasy football drafts next week.
I know. I was like, damn, she's getting after
I know, because
it.
we're going to the movie at 7:45, and
Yeah,
I
can you
have
do it in an hour.
Well, it starts at 6, so I have an hour and 45 minutes. And honestly, the last few picks don't matter. I can auto draft the last 2 or 3 picks. So as long as I get my starting lineup.
Got it.
But yeah, I know I should be able to get it done. And I might be doing it in the car on the way. But yeah,
That's okay. Can't text and drive.
you're going to drive.
Yeah.
I'm going to come here.
And
And I'm going to come here when the draft starts. This is how it's going to
You
work.
don't have to do it in person.
No, it's online.
Oh, see, I thought it was like a get together. Like you all go to the same place and draft.
Sometimes
together.
they are.
Oh, that's
When
what
I was in my
picturing.
old one
Oh,
with Adam and
yeah.
all those guys, we did a live draft.
That's what I thought.
But that was like, most people don't do that because
Okay.
it's really hard to get
Oh,
everybody.
then, yeah, you'll be fine.
It's online.
God, I got.
But yeah, I'm gonna come here like at 5:30 when you get off work,
Yeah, that's
and I'm gonna do the draft here. That way, if I need to finish it on my phone in the car on the way to the movie theater, I can.
cool.
Cool. So now that you guys are all filled in on the logistics of my fantasy draft, I think we'll let you go. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
2,